Industry Association. It is a nonprofit business organization, membership-based. We have about 300 members from the Santa Clarita Valley and a few from outside the area right now. Main purposes of the organization would be education, advocacy, and networking for the members to try and help them build relationships and be more successful in what they're doing. We work very actively with the local media, the Signal here locally, the Magazine of Santa Clarita. We have our own website. We have social media sites. You know, there's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's LinkedIn. Just about any kind of social media that you can imagine we use to help increase the visibility of the organization and make sure that our members have all the information that they need. You know, actually, we're about to celebrate our 30th anniversary next February. We will be 30 years old. When the organization was started in 1981, it was a group of just 20 companies who kind of got together for a specific purpose, and it was transportation based at that time. The Industrial Association started out specifically in the Valencia Industrial Center, and there was only one road in and one road out, and they'd experienced some difficulties during fire season. You know, there have been a couple of large fires and the emergency vehicles couldn't get in and out of the industrial park. So they were very successful in having another route in and out of the park, and the organization just kind of sprung from that. Originally with transportation, we're still invested in that, but we've gone in a lot of new directions as well.
What do you want to do?
I want to be a neonatal nurse.
Wow, that's excellent. Good for you. You had your hand raised. What do you want to do?
Sports anchor for news programs.
Very good. Very good. Anybody else over here on this side know what they want to do? Who doesn't have a clue? That's okay. You will figure it out as you go through the process. What did you want to do?
Physical therapy.
Physical therapy. Good for you. Anybody else want to share? Yes.
I'm a restaurant owner.
What kind of restaurant?
You know, today's event, the one that we're at today, is in its 8th year. It's an education initiative for the emerging workforce, and it was developed out of a CEO forum that we did 9 years ago, where local employers were letting us know that what they really needed was a workforce that came from school and was equipped with basic skills a little bit more effectively in communication, both written and verbal, in ethics, you know, in how to work in the workplace. Originally we did some team building in this program, and now we've added financial literacy to it. So that's one aspect for the emerging workforce, but we're also invested in the training and the retraining of the existing workforce through some contracts and relationships we have with local community colleges. On top of that, we do a lot of business-to-business events where we make connections between one business and another so that they can find the goods and services that they need here locally instead of having to go outside the area. I mean, if we keep our tax dollars here, it's, you know, a more profitable center for the businesses and for our city as well.
So hopefully as you're listening today, the things that we're going to talk about, you can kind of start to think about how can I use the skills that I have now, the skills I'm going to develop in the future, to communicate what I can do to get that job. Because the jobs that you're talking about all require a certain skill set. So once you kind of know what that skill set is and you fine-tune your own skills and strengths, then when you get to the process of your resume, the interview, the entire process of getting a job, you will be able to clearly articulate who you are and what you are.
Well, I think that you're going to see some of the same things that we're doing now. Obviously, we're going to continue our focus in the education arena. The business-to-business efforts are huge right now, especially with the difficult economy. We're working as hard as we can to help our businesses remain successful so that they can get through this difficult period and hopefully continue to grow. We've got some new plans with building regional relationships coming up here pretty quickly too. We will start that with building relationships with like organizations in the San Fernando Valley, in Ventura County, in the Antelope Valley, and in the southernmost regions of Kern County. So that's kind of an exciting new venture for us too.